I'm Veronica. I'm happy to be with you today. Today we're going to be talking about tips and tricks as to how to get that specific person to love you, to want you, to become obsessed with you. But before we do that, do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And do hit that bell icon so you'll be notified as to when my new videos are released. Also, I am available for one-on-one coaching if you'd like to do a session with me. I'm happy to help you, veronicaisles.com. So let's talk about the best way to get someone to love you. One of the first things you want to do is surrender to the process. This can be easy. Conscious manifesting can be super fun, super easy, and it can happen super quick. It does not have to be this long, drawn-out process. So you're going to want to surrender to it. You're going to set your intention by simply saying a few affirmations, saying, I intend for this to happen. Just sort of claiming it in your life. Imagine it just once. That's all it takes. Imagine being with this person. Imagine what you would love for them to say. Then you're going to surrender it. Surrendering it is just allowing it to happen. It's not saying, well, this has to happen first, or that has to happen first, or this obstacle is in this way. So you're just going to allow it. You're going to say, well, there's got to be a solution. There's got to be a way to it. And I'm just going to be led there. It's going to happen fast. That's a way that you can surrender. Surrendering to it is also not obsessing about it. So you don't feel like you have to think about it all the time. You don't have to go through elaborate schemes to make this happen. You're manifesting all the time. All you're going to be doing now is consciously manifesting. So you've set this intention. I don't care how far-fetched or out of reach it may seem, it can happen. So you're not going to judge the process and wait and wonder and say, well, this isn't happening, or that hasn't happened yet, or I don't see any progress, so it must not be happening. Instead, you're just going to say, well, it must be happening. Even if I haven't seen a single change, I bet you anything that there are results happening that I can't see, that they're just happening in the universe because I'm trusting in it and I'm trusting that it's going to find its way to me. Now, when you judge things in a negative way, you just keep it away from you. That's creating resistance, so you don't want to do that. You want to create a scenario where this can just enter your life simply, easily. It can just flow to you like the simplest thing in the entire world. Now, if you see other people around you enjoying relationships, try not to get resentful or jealous. You can have those things too. They're no different than you. They've just gotten to the goal first. But that's okay. Especially if you're seeing couples around you, just rejoice in that because you're like, well, you know what? The universe is showing me that I'm next. Now, when you think of your specific person, think in terms of the communication being free-flowing as opposed to being blocked off. You want to feel this free, open feeling within your heart, within your soul. You just want to let that loving feeling just take over you and make you feel awesome. Now, even if you're currently blocked, don't focus on that. Don't focus on even being unblocked. Just focus on this idea of free-flowing communication, being able to talk to them, share with them. You can even have conversations in your mind of what you would like to say to them. So instead of feeling restricted on the inside, you may be restricted on the outside, but that can change at any moment. So just feel like all restrictions are lifted and gone. You could even imagine clawing through a wall and breaking it down and seeing the air just flow through. And that's a beautiful feeling. You're going to want to bring yourself a great sense of relief in this process. You've set your intention. You're trying not to wait, but you kind of are waiting. You're going to want to try to do activities that make you feel good, make you feel relaxed, and at one with the process of living. So don't think in terms of waiting around to do fun things. Just sort of relax. Do your routine as normal instead of shaping your routine around waiting for this person to enter your life. Now, I do think that we create our own realities and that we attract everything in our life, including the way others treat us. But if this person treated you badly in the past, you don't want to get into the self-blame mode and say, well, I attracted it, so it's not their fault. I think they still need to take responsibility for their actions. So if someone did hurt you, do expect an apology. Do expect them to make amends for that. And don't be afraid to want to attract that. You don't want to get into the self-blame mode where you're just blaming yourself and you're saying, well, I attracted it, so we can just forget that that happened. Don't do that. Say to yourself, this can be made better. Because especially if this person has hurt you before in the past or made you feel bad, like you're holding around that feeling because it's unresolved. So if you can come to this in terms of peace and imagining that they can make this up to you, that they can actually apologize to you, then you can feel at peace and you can release that resistance too. But we're all responsible for our own actions, so don't think that it's bad to want an apology. And I do have an apology video as well as to how to attract an apology. I'm going to list that link below. Now you're trying to create a sense of being in control, having power. So you want to think in terms of things that you can currently change in your life. You are trying to attract change with this specific person. You suddenly want them to react to you and respond to you in new and better and different ways. You can create this idea of change by changing what you have to change currently in your life. Now, it may be something completely unrelated to your relationship, and that's okay. Change whatever you can. If there's anything that you've been putting off in your life, take this as a moment to just change it. Just change it, just do it. Say to the universe, you know what, I'm ready for change, so I'm going to change what is within my control to change so that I can attract things that are currently not within my control. I hope this video helped. I am Veronica. You can email me at veronicailes@gmail.com. I do one-on-one coaching, veronicailes.com, if you are interested in doing a session with me. I do have 5 ebooks available on Amazon. I will list that link below. I have 2 amazing manifesting planners. I am on Instagram. And do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Have an amazing day.